I'm G. Brown, and I've been a member of this church for 54 years. I was raised in Muhlenberg County by Christian parents, and we attended church and Sunday school regularly. And in fact, my parents were teachers in Sunday school. I graduated from Hugheskirk High School and then attended Murray State University, where I received a degree in BS in agriculture. My senior year at Murray, I married my wife, Faye. And this December, we'll have been married for 66 years. We have a daughter, Beverly, and two sons, Keith and Bobby. My first job was with Southern States Cooperative, and I worked for them 5.5 years at Fulton, Kentucky as a store manager. But the county agent would come into our office and bring in his boys' 4-H projects. And one day we was visiting together while he was waiting on the feed, and he discussed the fact that UK was short extension agents. He thought it'd be a good time for me to be interested if I would be interested in becoming an extension agent. For 4.5 years I was 4-H agent, and most of that in Hopkins County. We decided that we needed to get a master's degree, and in 1966, I moved my family to Lexington to attend the university. I'd been out of school 12 years, and things were kind of tough getting adjusted again, to that life, particularly with a wife and 3 children. But God blessed us, and I received a master's in a year to the day, which not many people do it that quick, particularly since I had to have the research. We'd conducted research on beef cattle digestion trials, and wrote a 114-page thesis. We completed that degree. It had been a rough year, but the Lord had blessed us, and we were grateful for how things went for us. We moved to Morganfield in June 1967 and have been here ever since, some 54 years. I started work as a county ag agent with the UK Extension Service and worked here for 30 years. I'm grateful for the community support from Union County ag leaders and the whole community as a whole, including people in this church. I became a deacon in 1971 and still am today. Taught at Sunday school for many years and still do. I joined the Gideons in early career here, and we went to the jail Thursday nights and counsel with the prisoners for several years until our jail closed a couple of years ago. Saturday, November 1974, I was involved in a tractor wreck accident on our home farm in Muhlenberg County. We had a large farm pond cleaned out, and while we were getting that done, of course, the dirt was piled on the banks of the pond, and it dried out, and we had a good sunny day, so we just thought the boys and I would go to the farm and try to spread the dirt on the levee that needed more dirt. And we operated a Ford tractor with a pond scoop all day and got a lot of work done. But late in the afternoon, the dirt began to get wet and stuck in the pond, in the scoop. And we'd back up to the pond and put a varmint gear over the levee and back up and pop the clutch to get the dirt to come out because it got sticking in the scoop. But we got too close to the edge, and the tractor went off of the levee, which was several feet high, and did somersault one or more times, and the tractor did land back up on its tires, but the cowl was bent when it flipped and was making a terrible racket. So I got up off the ground where I'd landed and turned the key off and passed out. When I came to, my wife was down over me praying. Both shoulders were broken, 5 broken ribs, a broken pelvis, and my heart was bruised. So I was in extreme bad shape. And I wondered on the way to the hospital if I'd live to get there. That's a pretty tough situation to be in. But I'm grateful to the Lord that He was with us through all of that. It took about 3 months before I got back to work. The tractor accident has taught me the importance of faith in the Lord, and I'm now more able to trust Him for my daily walk in life. But over time, our children became Christians. We attended church regularly with a family, and Wednesday nights prayer meeting services as well. Several years later, I was on the farm loading cattle when I had a heart attack. I was taken to Madisonville Hospital again. It was determined that I had heart blockages. Arteries were blocked and would require open heart surgery. Everything went well, and I was off from work for 6 weeks at that time with rehab again. I worked for 2 more years following that and retired from UK and Extension in 1997. Faye and I joined the Kentucky Campers on mission after we retired. We had a camper and we did mission work in Kentucky, Tennessee, and Indiana for 22 years and enjoyed the fellowship, and we met lots of good Christian people that helped us to do intensive work those 22 years on churches and church campgrounds. 2001, I noticed gaining weight and my skin turned a grayish color. So we got concerned and went to my heart doctor, and he put me in a hospital immediately. I had calcium buildup on the outside of my heart, which was causing a great deal of problems. Heart wasn't beating normal, and that was a rare surgery was required so that the second time I had to have open heart. They literally had to chisel the calcium off of my heart. That was a tedious job. They said this was as large as a eraser and a half-inch thick. I had to have a pacemaker then to help the heart to beat at a pace to keep it going. 10 years later, I'd have a second pacemaker put in, which I still have today. I know I now have to have it to live, of course, because a heart won't beat on its own enough without it. I feel blessed and grateful to have endured these serious health problems and kept being useful to the Lord, the church, and family, and the community. I thank the Lord for our wonderful children, Beverly, Keith, and Bobby, and our 3 in-laws, Mark, Nancy, and Terry, and our 9 grandchildren and 14 great-grandchildren. I thank the Lord for my wife, Faye, who's been by my side all these 66 years. Through the tractor wreck and 2 heart surgeries, I have gotten closer to the Lord. I depend on Him even more. If you are experiencing any similar problems, just call on the Lord to provide your needs. He will and does provide.